Hi, my name is Sarah, also known as an Aussie bookaholic, and I am starting a YouTube channel this year. So I figured I'd introduce myself and tell you a little bit about me, and then get on to the book tag that I've chosen to do for my first. Okay, so a little bit about myself. So I live in Queensland with my husband and my daughter, and I have been reading books since, gosh, as long as I can remember. I've always had a book in my hand or a pen writing down some sort of story or something like that. Yeah, so I wrote a book in 2022 with my good friend Emily, and we published that, and it's here if anybody wants to go take a look at it. So Enter the Den is available worldwide for anybody who is interested in smutty vampire werewolf romance with lots of blood, gore, and swearing. Alrighty, so a little disclaimer about me is that I swear a lot, so if you're offended or have sensitivities to that, this is probably not the channel for you. That being said, these thoughts and opinion are my own, and if I like a book that you didn't like, that's okay, and if you like a book that I didn't like, that's okay too, because we're all here to have our own opinions and talk about what we love, what we like, and what gives us ick, which I actually have a couple of those on my book tag. And yeah, so with further ado, let's move on to the book tag. Alrighty, so I have decided to do the end of year book tag to wrap up my 2025 and basically get my channel ready to start fresh in 2026. And yes, I know it's already 2026, almost halfway through January, but we're getting started, and if I don't get started now, I'm never gonna get started. Alright, so the book tag that I have decided to do is the end of year book tag, and I got this one from Larry. She is amazing, and if you don't follow her already, definitely do. I'll link her down below in the comment section, and yeah, let's get started. Alrighty, so we're coming out the gate pretty strong with our least favorite book or most disappointing read of the year. For me, it was actually an ARC that I was given called Claimed by Her Monsters by Lexi Davis. I'll pop the cover up here for you. Yeah, I didn't click with the book. I didn't vibe with it. There was just nothing that I liked in the book from start to finish. I'm sorry, and if you love the book, great, good for you. But yeah, for me, I just think it was horrible. So this next one is what is the most overhyped book you read, and this one might actually get a little bit of hate, but it was Wolf or Wolfie, or unsure how you pronounce it. I couldn't get into it. It was great at the beginning. I loved it. It was very engaging, and then it just dragged and went and took twists and turns that I didn't like. So for me, I actually didn't end up finishing it, and I DNF'd it. Yeah. Okay, so our next one is a book that surprised you. So this book surprised me because it was actually the first one I read by this author, and yes, I started a whole series way down the track in the wrong direction and wrong book, but Start a War by Elle Thorpe, which, by the way, can we take a moment to see how gorgeous this is? So Start a War by Elle Thorpe, and I went into this blind. I didn't know it was going to be a throuple type situation, reverse harem type thing. So when Scythe and War started hooking up, and loved it. Absolutely devoured this. But I was just surprised because I didn't read it. I didn't know anything about it. And that happened. Love it. And just look at these gorgeous edges. Elle, gorgeous. Alrighty, so the next question on this tag. This one actually took me quite a long time to figure out what I wanted to choose, but it was, what is your favorite couple that you read last year? So for me, I read a lot of romance, like predominantly all romance. So there's lots of couples and white choosers and reverse harems. But for me, it had to be Claire and Gipsy. So Claire and Gipsy, ultimate favorite couple that I read last year. Yeah, just love it. I love it. The friends to lovers trope will always be my favorite trope. Yeah, love it. All right, the next question. This one also took so much thinking, and I had to go back and forth multiple times, and I actually took a discussion with my friend to make me realize who I love, and it is actually Seth motherfucking Capella. Specifically book 8. So this, spoilers for anyone who hasn't read Zodiac book 8, spoiling time. Him and Caleb, Seth and Caleb, their love story is my favorite. They are my favorite couple in the entire universe. I guess I could have chosen them for my favorite couple, but Seth Capella, favorite character. The true love story, in my opinion, for Zodiac Academy is between the reader and Seth Capella. So I've never hated a character so much and then adored them so much in one series. So excellent work. Alrighty, so a new to me author and also a new favorite author of me, author that I found, is Amy Award. So she writes the series Cock Down the Block, Anaconda Upstairs, Jackass in Class, etc., etc. I'll pop all the books up here so you can see them. It was my first time reading her this year. Fucking loved it. From the first moment I read the first page, I was hooked, and I devoured all of the books, the entire series, in like a week and a half. Absolutely flawless. I was lucky enough to meet her this year. She is just as funny and lovely in person as she is on paper. Absolute star. Adored it. Adored everything about this. And of course, we can't have our favorite new author of the year without our least favorite new author of the year, or an author that didn't work out for you. So for me, again, it's probably going to be controversy, but it was Elliot Rose. So I loved her first book in the series. Oh, I cannot really remember what it's called. Taming No something. But it was her second book in the series that I couldn't get behind. Taming the Storm. I'll pop the covers up here for you. I like the premise, I like the idea, I like that they're all taboo romances, but I couldn't get past the amount of times they were calling each other uncle and niece while being intimate, and it was just not for me. I pushed through it and I got through to the end eventually. It took me like 4 or 5 times to sit down and read little parts of it to get through. But yeah, no, unfortunately, that book's not for me. The author didn't work out for me. I'm hoping maybe in the future I'll try her again. There's another romance she's got out, a MM1 with Step Brothers, which I believe came out late last year, so I might give that one a go, but at the moment she's unfortunately a no for me. Okay, so we have next up happiest book of the year. This one was really difficult because, like I said before, I read a lot of romance, there's a lot of happy, there's a lot of yay in my books, but I had to go with Dreamgirl Drama. Tessa Bailey, absolutely adored them. I've been reading about them for 2-3 books, and I literally just wanted to see Sig and Chloe get together from the first moment I saw them on screen together. And yes, stepbrother, stepsister. However, things happen, stuff is explained, and it's all okay in the end. But can we just take a moment to look at these gorgeous edges? Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely happiest book of the year. And as usual, what is the opposite of happy? Sad. So the saddest book of the year. So this book and the book before it, okay, so I am cheating a little bit with this one, but I mean, it's 2 books. It's a duology-ish. Finding and Keeping 13. I have never, ever in my life had a book series completely rip my heart out and make me cry and have me up all night reading and crying my heart out. I read both of these books in, I think it was 2 days, maybe 2.5 days in total, and that's like 798 pages for the first one, and then it was, gosh, another, oh god, I don't know why the last chapter's not, another 800 and so pages for the second. I don't adore about Johnny and Shannon and their story, and it's so heartbreaking and rips your heart out and your soul. And if you want a book series that will 100% make you love the characters and feel for them and cry with them and laugh with them and just feel every emotion. Definitely this one's. However, I have to say, lots and lots of triggers. Make sure you read your trigger warnings, because there is a lot in these books that is very triggering. I, again, went in blind. I prefer to go in blind on a book, so when I picked these up, I actually thought they were just a fluffy YA sports romance. They are not, but they are 100,000% worth the ride that they will take you on. Alright, so the next one is the most frustrating book of the year. This one may actually trigger quite a few people. I didn't like it. I enjoyed the beginning. I understand the premise. I understand what the author was going to do. Unfortunately, I did pick the big major twist pretty early on into the book. I think I was in like maybe the first 100 pages, and I messaged my friend and I was like, hey, imagine if blah is what happened. And then I read the book and found out that in fact that is exactly what happened. There were a few extra things that, you know, made sense at the end, but I did find it quite frustrating that, you know, it's always raining. But obviously that was explained with what happens. But yeah, this book here unfortunately made me really, really frustrated while reading it. I probably won't read it again, but I do have a couple of friends that have requested to borrow it, so they will borrow it, they'll read it, they'll form their own thoughts and opinions. Yeah, for me, unfortunately, it wasn't a hit, which was really sad, because JT Geisinger, absolutely adore their stuff, absolutely adore it. Their other series, absolutely adored it. Devoured this entire series in like 4 days. I read a book a day. It was just that good. Could not put them down. And so as soon as I saw this other book, Pen Pal, I needed to read it, but unfortunately this one was a miss. So I won't be recommending this. 100% recommend this series though. Absolutely flawless, phenomenal, love it with every fiber I have. Moving on with the tag, the next one is the best adaptation. So for me, I read this series when I was young. I was a teenager. Like, this author was very first out. They would just release like the first 3 books in the series when I picked it up, and it had been rumored for like 20 plus years that they were having a TV show or they're having a movie, but it never came through. But unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, last year Passionflix picked it up, and they do, moving on from that, Passionflix picked it up to award. Dark Lover season 1 is out. It is amazing. It is the best book to TV show adaptation I've ever seen in my life. You can sit there with this book and season 1 of the show, and you can literally follow through. Like, the book follows the entire TV show. Well, I guess the TV show follows the book absolutely perfectly. As you can see, this is my original copy. It's very, very well loved from way back in the day, 2014. I got this one from QVD, so yeah, very, very amazing. And actually didn't get this in 2014. 2005, no, 14. I don't know, a long time ago. But yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal. If you have Passionflix, watch it. If you don't have Passionflix, get Passionflix and watch it, or read the books. The next season is hopefully coming out this year, but potentially the year after. They're filming it now, so yeah, it only gets tag is the favorite cover of the year. This one was really difficult because I get a lot of beautiful covers and I read a lot on my Kindle and, you know, different covers and stuff like that. But I went with a cover that I love because I love the story inside as well, I guess. And that for me is King of Envy. I love the gold foiling. I love the emerald green, jade green, whatever the color is, and Anna Huang. And I was absolutely lucky enough to meet her this year. She came down to a signing in Australia, and I was lucky enough to get my books all signed from her. So yeah, love it. Love this book. Love Anna. Love Vuk. Vuk is masterpiece. Absolutely love him. Definitely, if you're going to read this book, I recommend the audio. The way that they have done Vuk, because he is mute by choice. The way that they've done him in the audiobook is absolutely flawless, and It's something I've never ever experienced before. Honorable mention for best covers ever, because I completely spaced and forgot that I met Lucy's score, and I got all of these gorgeous books signed by her. So the Things We Never Got Over, beautiful, gorgeous. The Things We Left Behind, beautiful, again, beautiful spine. And Things We Hide from the Light. Alrighty, the next tag is a book series you could not stop thinking about. For me, it was actually the Windy City series by Liz Tomforty. Rewind It Back was absolutely flawless. Mile High was probably my least favorite in the series. The Right Move, loved it. I loved everything about this series. 4.5 stars, 5 stars for the rest. Adored it, absolutely flawless. And I cannot stop thinking about Rio and everything, and just perfect. Alrighty, so the next tag is an unpopular book that I loved. So this one, I don't know if you'd class it as unpopular, but it was definitely not as popular as the first book in the series. But for me, it was Caught Up. I loved it. Loved Caught Up. I think I gave it like 4 stars or something. I would consider it an unpopular opinion purely because of how much everybody loved Lights Out, and they, I guess, wanted them to be the same. I think they were perfect. I think they go together amazingly. Can't wait for the next one. Absolutely brilliant. Caught Up. So next we have a book that you have read and you would reread. So for me, that is The Other Brother by Teenie Page. I read this in January last year, whenever it first came out. Read it on my Kindle, and then yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I ended up getting an ARC for it. Absolutely love it. Love Teenie. She is such a sweetheart. But I will be rereading this, and also rereading this one by Teenie Page, because flawless. I mean, I'm already partially through a reread. Flawless, amazing, wonderful. Definitely read them. Definitely reread them if you haven't already. Get them. The second to last book tag I have is books that you wish you had gotten to last year, but you didn't, and you're hoping you'll get to this year. I've actually got 3 in this category. So I have The Game God's Play by Abigail Owen. I bought this on release day. I went searching everywhere for it. I couldn't find a paperback copy. I ended up buying a special edition copy. That came in the post, and then I found the paperback, and I haven't read it. And I also have the sequel as well. Another one that I really wanted to read is When the Moon Hatched. Again, got it on release day. Haven't read it. I actually was lucky enough to meet Sarah A. Parker this year. Absolutely lovely, wonderful human. Can't believe I haven't read the book yet, but I'm hoping so much to read it. And the last one, Quicksilver. I haven't read it. I went to an event last year, and I got to meet Kelly, or I didn't technically get to meet her. I was in the front row at a convention sort of situation we were having. And yeah, so I haven't read it. Okay, and the final tag is how many books you want to read for 2026. So I'm thinking a book a week. So for me, I'm going to go with 52 books this year, because I want to focus more on writing my next book, as the book that I wrote, End of the Den, came out 4 years ago this year. So in December 2026, it will be 4 years since I published this beautiful little thing. Yeah. Okay, so for those of you who are still with me at the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I guess like, follow, subscribe, do all of that things, comment, share, whatever it is that we do. And thank you so much for joining me on my very first YouTube video.